of Game 4 between the Knicks and the 76ers. This is the only time you're going to see the 76ers smiling, okay? That was going to be it. Because then it's going to be all about taking out the brooms and sweeping them off the court, and it started with the 3 balls.
Honestly, for the highlights, all we needed to do is just show all the threes hit in the first quarter.
I mean, that's fair.
That was ridiculous of how they were shooting that ball. And it came from everyone.
You're right. 11 threes made in that first half, guys. More than impressive.
That's what the game was over from that point.
Deucey. Listen, Deuce came to play today.
Yes,
Deuce
he did.
in the closeout game, on the road, for Deuce to have that shooting performance he did today. Well, take that with you. Take that with you.
The New York Knicks, they had 18 threes in the first half. That ties the NBA playoff record for most threes made by a team in any half. They hit 11 of their first 12.
Wow.
Then they got it going defensively, offensively. They couldn't be stopped.
Wow.
They led by as many as 44 points in this game. Nick Nurse was like, let me just put my head back. Let me rest a little bit, please.
I know whoever they facing next, like, yo, y'all couldn't do better than that. Like, y'all talking, like, y'all couldn't, like, a little bit of resistance? Like,
no, not
put
at
up
all.
some type of fight?
Another franchise record was made, 144 points. That's the most points scored in a playoff game by the New York Knicks. And really, I feel like since the Atlanta Hawks, since the C.J. McCollum shot, the Knicks have been most certainly on a roll. They figured something out. I don't even know if it's what's changed or how have they kept the chemistry consistent throughout the last series.
Well, it goes back to the conversation that the Cousins had with Cat and OKC. We still trying to figure it out. This was a couple weeks leading to the end of the season. Now you figured it out. You figured it out in the Atlanta series. You carried that momentum. Everybody has figured it out. Not just Cat, not just JB. Mikal Bridges is to me, was the biggest key in the X factor of this series and winning this series. Without an OG, the bench was phenomenal. I think the Knicks just played a phenomenal series. And I do think that they put the Eastern Conference on notice to let everybody know, look, we just put the team to sleep that just went 7 with Boston Celtics. So everybody, this is where we at. This is what we doing. We'll get our rest, and we're going to eat some popcorn and watch Cleveland and Detroit. Duking out
I want to send some love to Mike Brown, man, because my hesitation, and we talked about this before the season, is like I wanted to see how he was going to implement his offense. Well, obviously, there was a little bit of, unshakiness within the players and how that was rolled out, and it was just some uncertainty there, but they figured it out, right? He really got Cat involved, which I felt like he was really the key to their success because he could do so much. And we always rave about how talented he is, and we just didn't see that. But now we are actually seeing it, and this man is playing with a great deal of confidence. He is going to be tough to guard because he's shooting the ball from beyond the arc extremely well. He's confident. He's happy. He's happy. Right?
Yeah, no, you're right.
and everyone from McBride to all the guys come off the bench. And, man, I tell you, Mitchell Robinson defense and rebound is special. And I just want to see if they can continue that because whoever they go up against next series, which I'm thinking it might
Mac
be.
is smiling, man. Knicks fans. Mac is smiling, man.
I can't wait. I can't wait. This is gonna be fun.
I should have known when Cat had 9 assists in the first half and they had hit 18 threes, it was like, it's a wrap. But
he's been doing that, though. Cat's been doing that.
100%, stepping up to the plate for sure. All right, let's see if Melo can step up to the plate. Let's take a look at his star players. They received the #1 pick for the first time since selecting John Wall, #1 overall. That happened in 2010, by the way. He was at this year's draft lottery. Then it goes Jazz, Grizzlies, Bulls. They're going to round out the top 4. Maybe the biggest surprise, the Pacers. They had a 52% chance to keep their protected top 4 pick. That goes to the Clippers because it fell to #5. And remember, that pick was a part of the Ivica Zubac trade. And the 2 playoff teams that will pick in the top 12, that'll be the Hawks and the Thunder. By the way, check out what the Wizards posted afterwards.
Yeah, Stringer.
They said, call us the wire. We're back up.
Yes, sir.
Because we're up right now.
Okay.
So that means that the Wizards, let's talk about it. They've got Trae Young. They've got Anthony Davis. They've got Alex Sarr. They've got a group of young lottery picks. Now what do you do with the #1 overall pick? If you're in the room where it happens and you get to make the decision, who are you going with?
It's not that who I'm going with. Do we want to use that pick or do we want to trade it to get, more players to improve our roster? But I'm going with AJ.
Okay, there we go.
I was waiting where you was going.
I was going to say, I was like,
where you was going at with that.
I think I'm going with AJ. I just think his upside is out of all the players, I think he has the biggest upside. I love his ability to get downhill, to create shots. He's a tough shot maker, and he's a competitor. And I think playing alongside someone like AD and being with Trae Young will help him out tremendously in his first year. So, yeah, Washington could be back.
I mean,
Stringer Bell said it. They back.
there's a lot to be excited about.
First of all, they have to draft AJ. You just have to revitalize the energy back there in D.C. You establish yourself with your future in AJ with the #1 pick. Trae Young, it's a lot of excitement around Trae Young, who haven't played with the Wizards yet. AD, you know, now he's thinking about, okay, I got a #1 draft pick. This is the type of player I can play alongside. I can help him develop. And let's not forget Alex Sarr, right? Alex Sarr was another top draft pick a couple seasons ago. If AJ can go there and be the all-around player that we know he should be, he could be, along with Trae and AD, now the Wizards are making some noise in the East.
Jabonza, he led the entire nation in scoring as a freshman, was the Big 12 Freshman of the Year. But this is a draft that has depth, though. Like, you guys watch a ton of college basketball, so I know that you can speak to that too, Melo.
Well, you're talking about the #2 pick, right? Utah Jazz, right? And they get an opportunity to get a lead guard, right? And you talk, I thought about Boozer, then I'm like, you know what? They need a lead guard. They need somebody that can play alongside Lauri Markkanen. Lauri is in his prime right now, so they get a lead guard to work with him in his prime. They got Jaren Jackson there who can actually, you know, he can play his position, he can rebound, he can score the ball. And now you put somebody alongside him. Now, if you don't want to do that, then you put Jaren Jackson alongside Carlos Boozer. Caden Boozer, right? So now you're talking about getting two versatile bigs out there. To me, that's the new modern front court if you get Boozer with JJ.
Well, the good thing about it, they're going to get a great player, right? A great talent that they could build on and be confident that that player is going to turn out to be who they want him to be.
Well, either way it goes, listen, the draft lottery keeps us from having our VC here, but we know that it's very, very deep. It's going to be a fun one to watch, and that'll be happening June 23rd and 24th from the Barclays Center. All right, let's get to the game that's happening here tonight. De'Aaron Fox, he's been the X factor for the Spurs this postseason. He's averaging more than 19 points per game in their 6 playoff wins, but less than 14 points in their 2 playoff losses. But guess what? Dora Stevenson caught up with De'Aaron Fox during this morning's shoot-around. Take a listen.
De'Aaron, I remember against Portland, you had brought up physicality being a big piece of that series. 3 games in with the Wolves, what's become paramount against them?
I think that's at the forefront. When we start the game off the right way, we put ourselves in a good position, and I think that's how it was. Obviously, you know, they fought back, and it's a good team, so, you know, you're not just going to come out and what happened in Game 2 is going to happen, but it gives us a chance, you know, to stay in the game, and then when we get towards the end of the game, you know, you focus on that in execution.
So you bring up the start of the game. What's the importance of coming out with a punch?
Especially on the road, you have to, because you allow a team, you know, at home to go on a run. The crowd gets into it, they're into it the whole game, and it's hard to fight back. So you don't want to put yourself in a hole, you know, going into, you know, the meats and potatoes of the game.
Looking at the numbers, there's a direct correlation between you playing well and this team playing well. In wins, your points per game are up, assists, field goal percentage, 3-point percentage. So what does this group need from you each and every night? Just
come out and aggressive. Just to come out and be aggressive. You know, if shots go in, you know, it's a make or miss league. Those things happen, but making sure we're getting shots on the rim, not turning the ball over. I think those are the important things. And then we create good shots for ourselves and for our teammates. So when we're creating those shots, we're not turning the ball over, our percentages go up. When we're turning the ball over and it gets harder for us, obviously that's when we struggle.
Victor, we got to talk about him, right? What he does on defense, sure, but the passion that he brings to each and every game, what's impressed you most about what he's been able to do during this run?
I mean, he loves the game. You know, all season you see the way that he takes care of his body, the work that he puts in, you know, not only in the game, but for his body as well. Like, these are the things that, you know, we kind of expect out of him. We don't expect him to be that efficient. I think it was like, 13 for 18 or something last game. But for us, we just try to help him. We try to give him those easy lobs because that makes the other things that he does, you know, so spectacular. The ones with the step back threes, or he gets into his ISO game, you know, we don't help him with that, but we can make the other parts of his game easier, and then those things come out.
So many people talk about even just his presence around the rim because they're scared he's going to